Hey, Dr.
Hey,
Shaw.
how are you?
How you been, man?
I'm amazing. Ask anyone. How y'all folks doing?
Good. You don't need a reason to call. You could just call whenever you want.
We had a great meal. We got some great comics and some interesting stunt women in the house. You know, man, it couldn't be any better. I mean, unfortunately, we're down to the last hour. That's the only bad thing.
No, I've been watching it the whole time.
Oh.
I mean, I'm an avid follower of your show now.
Oh,
but one thing I was going to call about is I'm actually going through a unique situation where I've been faced with the same type of questions, you know, stepfather, so on and so forth, because my parents, after 25 years-ish, are getting a divorce.
Wow. Oh, God.
25.
Jeez.
And, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me so much because, I mean, it's something that all of us have seen coming for a while. But one thing I was thinking about is for somebody to, like my baby sister still lives with, you know, my mother, and my father lives, you know, over about 4 hours away. And if he were to come by with a woman and she were to try to, you know, claim a motherhood position and whatnot, my thoughts are you got to earn it. Because if he were to come in and try to, you know, force her to claim her as a stepmom or anything like that or use any form of mother, I mean, he knows firsthand I would fly over to Washington and I would deck him. That's right.
Joe Torre method.
She has not earned her stripes. She has not earned her stripes. She may have stripes around the midsection, but that does not mean that she qualifies as a mother.
Right.
So then when you go to the other person here that was talking about how she's been, you know, basically raising this child ever since they were 3 years old and whatnot, she's earned her stripes. She's got every right to be called mama, mother, however you want to word it. I mean, if you've been there through thick and thin, if you've dealt with the issues, if you've changed the diapers or the dirty pants, and if you've gone to school and fixed up the whole, hey, I peed in my pants, that type of thing, and brought them, you know, new ones, that earns you the right to claim that title. But until then, I mean, seriously, step off.
But also, you got to remember that with this new stepmother that is coming into your life, this person, if your dad decides to bring someone to you, you know, you both have to sit down with liberal ideas and talk to one another and get to know each other. Yes, that has to happen over time. I don't expect something like that to happen overnight at all. No, they like you said, they have to earn your respect, and your dad just can't push this person on you, you know?
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And I respect you that you've, you know, stuck around and you recognize that, especially, you know, being, I wouldn't call you a stepmother, I would call you a mother, but still being in that political position within a family, I truly respect that you acknowledge this.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, good. Well, Sean, man,
make sure you be there for your sister, though. Give her all the support she needs through
Yeah.
this. Because she's going to need you to
Absolutely.
help talk her through this. You know, be there for your sister.
Oh, you better believe it. I'm probably the one that's going to fry her college money, please.
Oh, yeah.
How old is she again?
Parents are old. You know that song, Wade in the Water? Well, they were the ones, they saw the person walking out there.
Wow. 25 years old.
They are they're almost 60 years old and something.
See, that's even hard just to think the concept of how going on after somebody without somebody after being with them for 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 years.
That's a routine that's hard to break. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
What was the reason? We're
time.
curious. We're curious. What was the reason for the divorce?
Well, that's actually something I've been trying to address with them. Is it's a lack of communication. I mean, they stopped communicating. They stopped loving a while ago, and I mean, it came with different stressors and whatnot. But
Finances.
I mean, they let everything fall apart.
Wow.
That's how it is. They let the love die. You got to keep that flame on. I don't care if you got to pour gasoline on it. You got to keep that flame going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. How you start is how you finish, so you got to keep it going. Yeah. And when you back away from that, it's over.
Yeah, you got to fight.
Yeah, you do.
You got to.
Yeah, have the greatest number either. I mean, the first thing my father said to my mother was, "I'm free Thursdays and Fridays. You open for a weekend affair?"
Oh, wow.
Oh, he want to go back to pimping again.
And how old is your little sister? How old is she?
She is 14 years old.
How old?
20 years.
15?
She's 14 years old.
14.
15. Dear God, it's 15 now.
Right. Well, you just stay by her side. She's going to need you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough age.
Yeah, it is. It is. Do you think any of your parents would remarry?
You know, I think my father has the potential to. My mother, not a chance. Not a chance in Hades.
Why is it always like that for us?
The
men
Not me, child. I'm getting married again.
I
Shoot.
hear that.
I am getting married.
No, I'm not. I ain't doing that shit ever again.
You reached your limit, David.
Yeah, you're done.
You've had 3.
You're done.
4 times
you're out, buddy.
You retarded the 4th time. They
Fourth
say.
time.
That's the definition of being retarded. I mean, not retarded.
No, marriage is
Insane.
beautiful.
Insane.
And like he was saying, like the caller said,
I didn't mean to say that.
No, marriage is really beautiful. And, you know, me, myself, personally, I like being married. I can't imagine not being married.
Well, what happened? That's what
he had sex with his personal assistant that was working with my daughter on the set. That's what happened.
How many times?
You know, hey, it was several times, you know. And
half the time,
you know, that wasn't the only time he was cheating. He was a cheater.
But April, you couldn't get past that.
You know what?
I could not get past that.
I can't even say
No. And you know what?
I can't even say
How many cheats?
Oh, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Oh, it was a whole lot. But
you
you made me forget what I was talking about.
No, for real.
Caller, do you remember what I was saying to you just now?
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to you in a minute.
For real.
She was saying that she would get married again.
Yes. The sanctity of marriage. I believe in marriage, and I'm the kind of person that just does not like being alone. I enjoy being and having a family, having children, going on trips, doing fun things. But like the caller said, when the love dies, if you haven't kept it alive, if you haven't done fun things to keep it alive, you got to go back to where you were to keep the marriage.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
you gotta go back.
it ain't as easy as people think it is. I mean, you know, because now you're up against so much now, as far as pulling the attention away from family, you know what I'm saying? Not having dinner, you know, not having those intimate moments.
Right.
You know, having too much individual freedom. You know what I'm saying? You know, texting and doing this or different people being able to, you know, to disrupt, you know, the relationship, you know, from Facebook, from Twitter, from whatever. Anybody can get at your wife or get at your person or do whatever to weaken at any weakened point in any relationship. My mother and father been married like 50 years. Whoa. So, you know, that's you know, and you think that they ready to kill each other every damn day. right. I'm serious.
But they love each other.
They love each other. They love each other.
They love each other.
But marriage is work, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've been married 10 years.
Right.
You know,
I've been married 7. I've been with my lady 15.
Mm.
We had well, hold up. Now we had a 2-year break period.
Right.
Where, you know, we had
Everybody need a break.
That's good.
You know,
it makes you realize that is the one.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's what happened. But but you got to reinvent. You got to be as creative.
Yes,
in
I
that
agree.
arena. Like we're at a place now. It's like it's odd for me to, but I'm like really like I'm in love with her all over again.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
All over again.
Love it. I love to hear someone say
well, you know
that.
what?
It's important.
I love it. I'm living vicariously.
And I know it is. And one thing that I found out to be very important is to read a lot of shit in women's magazines. Because
which women's
my
magazines?
show, well, this one happens to be Madame Noir.
Okay.
And the reason why
is this bathroom reading for you, toilet bowl reading?
No, this is something for y'all.
All right.
You know, sex and relationship is a segment on the show. You know, because you had looked at the sign behind you.
Oh, is it?
This is that segment is at the level of
act like
we go down in between the legs into the crack, into the places where stains lay.
Into the G spots of love.
The underwear. Never washed away. The dog drags it from the closet, leaves it in the middle of the floor. I have to pick it up. Throw it away sometimes.
Is the caller still on?
Call. Sorry.
Still listening.
Did I go on a tangent?
You know the best relationship in the world?
Yes.
The best relationship as far as marriage goes and whatnot is friends with benefits.
There you go. Booyah. What you say? Booyah.
What? I'm confused. Say it again. It's what?
Friends with benefits.
Think about it. I mean, if you're a friend with somebody, they could do the dumbest thing in the world, and you're still going to be their friend eventually.
You love them.
I mean, you're going to have your little arguments and whatnot. You'll be at each other's throats, but things are much more forgiven. But when you think of it as, okay, we're in a relationship, we got to work, so on and so forth.
Oh,
I mean, that's when all the pressure's on, and that's when things are less accepted. Things are taken more personally.
I see your point, but you.
That's like having your cake and eating it too.
I see your point, but you really miss out on the big part of the relationship. You know what I mean? You still miss out on the big part of the of the commitment part. But there's a lot of obligation that comes with that, but there's a lot of beauty in the midst of that.
Is that friend your wife or your? Is a friend your wife?
No, he's saying a friend with benefits, right? Let me make sure.
Is that the friend your wife?
treat your husband or wife as a friend with benefits.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. I like
That's how you work it. I mean, it's not having a friend with benefits. I mean,
Doesn't
I
help
hope you don't have
if
that
it
with your
also-
marriage. Of course, some people get kinky like that, but I mean,
What
if you
state are
wanna
you
go
in, Doctor? Dr. Deshaun, what state are you in?
What's the kinky shit you said, Doctor?
Wait, Doctor, what state are you in?
Take it back to the kinky shit.
I'm gonna take
I'm
my
in
shit.
Arizona, and when it comes to kinky,
Arizona.
when you're friends with benefits, you can get away with a lot more. If she catches you with some handcuffs and some lotion and whatnot waiting for her,
See, that's gonna
then,
be in
I
my
mean, you're
marriage,
gonna be
though.
more forgiven.
So we don't have to be friends. That's
JJ,
part of the
You
marriage.
ain't finna handcuff. Ain't
Ain't
nobody about to handcuff
Let
your
me
ass.
let me get my ex on the
Wow.
phone right now.
Yeah, what did you say? You just have
You a stunt woman. You ain't a magician.
Let me
magician.
look at my
5
ex.
minutes
Let me
ago.
look at
You
my
ain't a
ex and his
magician
wife
with
on
the
the
handcuffs.
The amazing JJ. Why she come out of handcuffs?
I think people need to incorporate that in relationships.
They said there
I
are
think
no.
polls, whips, all that should be
Hey,
inside the marriage.
I don't like the poll thing.
It's all good.
Why
It's
not?
all good.
I don't know.
The pole thing.
Joe, I don't know how you
is
feel
It's
about
a good workout.
What's wrong with
It's
that?
a good workout.
Like,
Outside the sex
as I
part of
said,
it.
I love my wife very much, and I'm very happy with her, and I love going home. But when I want to go, I don't like the pole shit is too much.
You
like,
want the hoes to be the hoes and the wife to be
yeah,
the
like
wife?
I'll go to Magic City for that
That's
shit.
what it is. I mean, they're
Go make me some
bred like
cookies.
that. They're different plants.
You don't want your wife to be
different
freaky
freaks.
like that.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
That
I
would
want my
turn
wife-
me on. My wife
There
is
are no
going
sins
on
in the
pole.
marriage bed.
Right.
Never gonna get
I-
married.
that would
okay?
drive me
But
nuts.
you just
but,
don't
I
want
mean,
the whole pole
yeah, it's like, I don't-
performance.
Listen, I'll be
I don't want
sitting in
you
the
taking
chair like
away
I have
valuable
my
time
drink in my
taking
hand,
pole
waiting on her to
dancing.
get off the work.
Get your ass on the fucking elliptical if you're gonna take for a workout.
that's
Right,
it.
right.
I hate that whole pole dancing
That's just
workout
some,
shit.
that's just some new
Why?
age.
You know why? Because you'll pay to go see
Right.
somebody else on the
Exactly.
pole.